This is...
Yeah, I just wish it were in a little better condition because it still kind of has everything in it. Upstairs is pretty creepy. This house is designed really weird. It almost looks like portions were added on in later years because look at that half-covered window there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This whole section of house looks like you're entering a different house when you get there, but it's still... There's a car. It's all the same house, but when you enter different parts, it looks like you're just entering a different building for some reason.
It almost reminds me of like my grandma's house.
Yeah, I thought these were really cool though when I first came in. That's
That is awesome.
That's a really
lantern
antique.
battery.
Right to your left is probably one of the most antique looking TVs
Holy
I've seen at a place. I need to start filming these for my second channel. And of course the mixer. Yeah, I have a secret little second channel hardly anyone knows of, but I mostly use it for posting a little bonus footage from the main thing that you would never see there.
My best friend like watches all your stuff.
You didn't want to come?
Yeah, he had to work.
Oh, I feel
Yeah,
that.
I really tried to get him to.
I'm only able to be here right now because I'm off on Sundays. I work evenings, so that's why I'm always out really late at night. So I wanted to say that I don't actually know the story behind this house. It's just an old farmhouse. If I were to make a guess, I'd say maybe it was an elderly person that passed away because this is like an assisted living kind of toilet.
For sure.
That's just me going off hints.
Oh, here's your flashlight back. It died.
Already?
Yeah.
That's what sucks about this one. It's really strong, but it has no longevity to it. I had a third one that I wish I could give you, but
Oh no,
someone
worries.
else has it right now. I didn't even go down here the first time because it looks too gross and creepy.
It does look
And
super
it was
gross.
2 a.m. But there's really nothing much here. That's creepy cellar though. Ain't no one been down here in probably decades. The old bed's kind of cool.
Oh, that is really cool.
And here it's just a creepy cellar. I don't know if you can see that. I didn't even come down here the first time.
That looks really creepy. Jesus.
Birdcage.
Nice and muddy.
This is the part where I was talking about where it just looks like you're entering a new building. I'm guessing this was a tiny farmhouse at one point and then they added on to it and this is probably the original. Because this part is where it feels like it's older.
Old oven.
Just don't fall down there. See, like the only way to get to this side of the house is going through that little, what I guess would have been almost like a outdoor porch, half outdoor, half indoor thing. And then suddenly you're in just the bigger half of the house. It's really a weird mattress though. Looks like it's made of straw.
Super old.
Yeah. It's kind of aesthetic in here though.
You think the floors are stable?
They are, just don't step in the hole there. I think
Yeah.
that was already an established route to the cellar though. It's so weird though. It seems like there's doors outside in the most random places because this was a bedroom by the looks of it, but then you can just go right back outside that way. And your only way in here is from some outdoor porch.
It's an old book. There's a lot of old books.
At least when cars whiz by, they probably wouldn't notice ours. The thing that worries me about old farmhouses like this is what neighbors would think if suddenly cars are parked in the driveways of places that they probably drive by all the time because they live out here. Yeah, you'll notice a lot of old books around here.
That's really cool though. The Glamour Girls. Oh, it's an actual book.
There's a record player here. Probably staying here hours just rooting through all the little stuff to see what's really in.
Do a lot of people know about this one?
I don't know. It's ravaged like people do, but at the same time, I can't imagine too many people would come here too often, given that it's hidden in the trees out here in the middle of nowhere. I get the notion that the only people who would come here are the people like me who are obsessively looking at satellite views to notice something like this in the first place.
I was gonna say, I know you look at satellite views from your videos, but
Yeah, that's how I find everything. I want to find a really good, like, untouched, fresh one, but that's so hard to notice on satellite views, because if it's that untouched, it's just going to look like an active house.
Right, yeah.
It's so much easier to just find big buildings in the cities.
Yeah, 100%.
This right here, I'm not going to lie, the first time I came here, I was really afraid to open this. I didn't want to know it was in here, but I had to do it anyway. Fortunately, it's empty. I was
Just imagine a body
I
in
was
the,
terrified I might see a body in there or something.
in the middle of Kansas nowhere.
Yeah, this has just got to be the older side of the house. I would definitely believe they built that first living room area long after this. At least over here, you can't fall in. I didn't even look over here the first time. It's just a closet. Yeah, if those calendars are accurate, this has been left since the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. The thing is, all the furniture in here looks just so old and outdated.
Yeah.
And then every now and then you find a check. There's a lot. Yeah, there's checks just all over the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, in various rooms around here, you can just find old checks. $152. Maybe we could Google that name later. See if that brings it in. Might find an obituary for him.
Yeah.
If it really is someone who just died.
Is this a photo here?
What? Oh yeah.
Oh no, only you can prevent forest fires. That's like some retro Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, Smokey the Bear.
That's awesome.
This is where I posed for a picture. I just set the camera up and stood here with the lamp.
Nice.
Because this is one of the coolest things in here, this old lamp. I just don't want to knock it off the wall. I didn't even know how it worked. I guess that was the switch. And then this is just another one of those random just doorways outside that doesn't look like it belongs there. I just like all the retro furniture that's in this room, like that lamp, or that fan, I mean. I didn't even notice everything that was in here the first time. I just kind of walked through and it was scary because it was 1, 2 a.m. I guess late at night makes things seem scarier, but I guess if anything, they'd only be safer.
Well, yeah, you do everything alone though.
Because nobody should ever be there that late at night.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if
You should be guaranteed to be alone, but I think out here you're going to be alone regardless.
at least you'd hope.
We could head upstairs.
Nice.
Kind of eerie rooms up here. I did try opening this, but there's nothing in it. Just animal nesting.
Boxes.
Animals living in here.
Books?
I didn't even see those the first time.
I don't think it was touched.
Probably with that
Still
bottom
dusty, but.
roof or something.
Oh, hi. You're a mouse. Oh, look, he has a baby down there.
It's probably a mother.
Oh, for sure.
It looks so terrified.
Definitely is. Hopefully it's not snakes
The
then.
mouse got all the way upstairs.
Yeah, right. I'm like, hopefully it's not
Could
snakes.
be way easier places down below. That's where they did board the upper windows at one point.
Nice.
The walls are cracking.
Hmm.
Well, how every old farmhouse had these little wooden slits.
Oh, yeah.
You just never see that anymore. That's how you know you're at a really antique style house. I think there was an old barn up back too, but that one's gone. It's torn down somehow.
Oh.
I definitely took an Instagram picture here because I can still see where I sat right there. The little area was less dusty. Thermometer. It's probably still accurate.
Yeah, it definitely is like weird up here.
Like it's a picked apart house, but I kind of like it. It's just kind of the right level of just airy.
Mm-hmm.
There's still plenty left over in it. It's a VCR. This is why that part was definitely added on afterwards, because now that's just covering up a window with wooden planks.
Definitely. There's some nesting for sure.
Yeah, I went to another house kind of similar to this. It had a lot in it, just really thrown around and picked apart. I didn't like it too much because the whole house was this. Every object in that house was just covered in these old wasp nest things.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Some of them were still there.
That's not good. Like those are actually my phobia.
It was nothing but wasps and birds in that other one.
Yeah, fuck that.
So it was another cool house, kind of like this.
Yeah, they're lined all across. Now that you mentioned that, I did not see
It
those.
just made me
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is pretty normal, but the other house, it was way worse than that. It's probably pretty normal out here though.
Have you ever seen a live mouse in a location like that?
I've seen a few fat rats, I think. I wonder how many people actually lived here back before they left it. 'Cause
Right.
there's at least 3-4 different beds in here. But I really don't see any children's toys or anything that would imply it was like a big family or anything.
You're right.
There's just so many rooms and bedrooms and books, because I guess they were big readers. It's weird. Makes it look like there's another portion that goes out that way. And I think that's just that porch area. It's a nice little four socket outlet.
Yeah, that's like nicer than what I
I wish I had
have.
that by my bedstand.
Yeah, seriously.
I just use my power strip.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I can't unsee like all those hornet nests
Exactly. At least none of them
are
are
active.
being used.
Yeah. Whole place just lights up.
I did do a house the other month. It wasn't quite like this. I mean, it was not quite this big, but it was a very abandoned house, except downstairs was fully stripped, like they were gutting it and maybe going to turn it into a new house or something, but that was obviously given up on. But I came upstairs, flipped a switch, and lo and behold, a light just like that just popped on. And I was shocked. I was like, there's no way this one has power. But after that, I keep trying switches every house I go to, because
Yeah.
who knows, maybe one will completely surprise me again.
Yeah, these days. Yeah, like I wonder whose electric bill that came out of. Oh.
I can pull that up real quick. I know I took pictures of that one too.
I'm gonna double look at this. What did this one say? Something survival guide. How the world will end.
I feel like this is the type of house you could stay at for hours and just discover some new little trinket. Okay, yeah, this is the house that had power. I did like a little photo shoot. So this is like the porch. And I flipped on a switch into one of the upstairs bedrooms. The whole hall you could light up. I couldn't believe it had working electricity up there though.
I see a lot of people like going to like so-called like abandoned places and like all the lights are on like and everything looks untouched and I feel like they're just breaking in.
That would have been the video I put up last week.
Did you just get back from St. Louis?
No, I did that probably
Gotcha.
2 months ago at this point. But I had still five or four Illinois videos to post when I did that, and then added 10 St. Louis videos onto that.
Nice.
So I haven't had to do anything major a whole long time. But the St. Louis video, I guess it does go on probably that way. In that area. It's just like a half garage.
Gotcha.
I don't think we can get there. But the St. Louis video I put up 2 weeks ago was of a nursing home which randomly shut down and kicked out 170 people with zero notice back in December of last year. So when I actually went to do that, it had only been shut down for about 6 months. I don't know how, but by some miraculous stroke of luck, I had a window open out in the back. I got in there, every single light was on, there were ceiling fans spinning away.
Oh.
Rooms still had patient items left in them because they all kind of got kicked out. And it was insane. It was the most power-ridden, lit-up place I've ever done.
That sounds so cool.
Somehow no one was there, and somehow no one showed up in the time I was there, so I got insanely lucky. And that video got a ton of attention, and apparently people in St. Louis are pissed at me now.
Oh, people in St. Louis are pissed at you.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard.
That's kind of stupid, but have you ever...
There's so many just various urbex communities out there. Kansas City has one, apparently St. Louis has one. And some of them are just kind of toxic, like
That's what I hear, yeah.
gatekeeping and
Yes.
trying to like... There's a difference between protecting a location just to keep it good and just straight up trying to keep it to yourself. That's kind of what I feel a lot of people do.
100%, yeah.
So that's kind of why I've become Mr. Freelance, do it all myself kind of thing.
Gotcha, yeah.
And so apparently the KC people were getting mad at me because the St. Louis people were getting mad at me because I filmed that nursing home and everything.
That's so stupid,
It's
though.
kind of a thing right now, apparently. I had an angry DM or two.
Minor profits.
It turns, but I just don't understand the door systems here. It seems like every room has an exterior door, even if it's just a bedroom or a side closet or something.
Right.
Been robbed.
Been robbed.
Another disc player. I don't think I ever really picked the kitchen. Me and another pal of mine from work went to an old house and we found, we were able to date the house's abandonment to the contents of the fridge, which expired in about 2002. It was 2001, I think. This one, I don't think there's anything in the kitchen other than all the... These things are cool though. You know something's good when I actually stop and take a picture of it, because I can never remember to stop and take pictures of anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just the videos themselves kind of. Oh, that one was fun. I wish I could have found this one maybe 4 or 5 years ago, because I feel like it would have been way better back then. Maybe longer than that, but still. This one I bet you was a fully untouched house for a few years.
The Book of Guinness. That's so cool.
The Book of what?
Guinness.
Oh. What year's that from?
Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, it's a cassette book.
Oh.
The Lost World?
Never see those anymore.
Huh, that's really cool.
I've never seen one of those at all, actually.
Yeah. I wonder what the Book of Guinness would entail. Like, is that like world records or
That's what I thought it was going to be.
lectures? Oh, on audio cassettes. So they're just teaching about audio cassettes?
I think it's Bible verses. That says Abraham and Isaac and Jacob.
Jacob, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's Bible stuff.
Probably.
Little lesson recordings.
It's neat though.
Oh yeah. That's one of the missing ones.
Oh, and it's someone ruined
Someone
it.
ripped it out. As gross as it is, I will always find a way to just prop up an old chair, set a camera up somewhere, and get an Instagram shot of me just sitting in it.
Yeah.
Even though it's all gross and got bird poop all over it.
Yeah.
It's still soft though.
Still soft. They don't make them like they used to.
And we're out in the middle of nowhere, so there shouldn't be any crack needles in it
Yeah.
to get poked.
Hopefully they can't make their way out here.
You never know. There's another house I've done probably 4 or 5 houses in the last month like this, but one of them was in way better condition than this. It had been left for maybe 5 years, 5, 6 years at most. Didn't have anything in it, like furniture, but it had obvious signs of a squatter living there.
Oh, okay.
Recently too, I'm talking recently, like freshly made sleeping bag upstairs, surrounded by empty cartons of food, and
Where was it?
that was kind of the opposite direction from here. That was back
Gotcha.
down southwest. Yeah, southwest.
Gotcha.
From where I live, it's actually closer than this one, I think.
Hmm.
Again, that was another 1, 2 a.m. house. So walking through that, I almost wish I'd have filmed this, because it was such a raw, real fear walking through that house, realizing it's a squatter place, and I thought for sure I was going to see someone, but just no one was there. That was terrifying. I was actually kind of live texting with my other pal from work who goes with me sometimes at these houses. I was showing him like little pictures of this house, like little just Snapchat videos, and he was like, dude, get out of there, get out of there, someone lives there. I was like, well, not technically, but yes.
Not. I think the scariest place I've been to was Trinity Lutheran Hospital
Oh, yeah.
before it got demolished, because I think I found out about it like 3 years before it got demolished.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people trying to live there.
Yeah.
It was fucking scary.
I'm disappointed I only ever went there twice. I feel like I could have gone there 100 times and seen something new every time.
Oh, for
but
sure.
I only ever got there twice to film the 2 videos that I did. And I got lost both times. It's so hard to get around
Yeah.
that one.
It's scary. Yeah, we got
But-
lost on that.
And now it's gone, so I can't. I really don't go out as much as the videos would suggest I go out. Because I post every week. That makes it seem like I'm out all the time, but I'm really not. I just film a big tour and then kind of sit on the video backload or
Gotcha.
backlog and then go out and do it again. So all I really do off camera is stuff like this, just these little farmhouses, just no camera, no pressure to talk, say the right things all the time.
Yeah,
Make a
exactly.
good video. I just want to come here and kind of chill
Yeah,
sometimes.
for sure.
But otherwise, yeah, the videos are kind of all I do. So I only ever got to go to Trinity like twice, which
So at this point, me and Jared had actually pretty much seen the whole house, and we kind of just started, chatting and talking, and we kind of started talking about paranormal stuff, and I kind of just started setting up equipment just out of curiosity to see if I might catch anything, and
hospital
I did.
that nobody guarded or did anything with. So you could kind of go in and out as you wish, and you didn't risk getting arrested or anything crazy. There was a few month window where it was like that, and me and my friend were gonna try to stay there all night and do like a paranormal spoof,
Yo,
and we just never got around to it.
was that you?
I didn't touch it or anything.
If someone just touched the red light in the room, could you come touch it again?
I was just moving my. There was a bug that landed on it.
Oh, it was.
I mean, it's on it right now, but it's not going off.
Sorry, that actually scared the shit out of me.
I saw it too. For a second, I saw a bug crawling on it, but that didn't set it off like it did that first time. How much
'Cause-
does this kind of stuff cost?
Like that? I think
actual REM pod.
that was like 180 or 200. I don't know. It's like,
Not that bad. Actually.
I can't really ever remember because they all like range so differently.
What I'm doing right now is shaking the whole thing, and it's not going off.
Right, yeah. It's also on like the most sensitive setting, so I guess a bug could.
Maybe, but I saw one. Yeah. Does it have to be above it, or can it just touch the antenna on the bottom?
I think it can like come through this. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a, I want to say a field around it, and then like anything that penetrates that field, it'll
At one
like.
point, there was a bug climbing up the actual antenna, but that didn't set it off. So I don't think it was a bug the first time.
You don't.
Probably not. If the bug that physically touched it didn't do it.
It was really weird. It was almost like they like just wanted to come see like what it was, or you know.
Well, if this really was an old person's house and they died, and if it happened to actually be in here, then maybe it could be haunted.
Right.
But I don't actually know the story of this place. It almost makes it a little creepier. We'd have to Google that name on those checks.
Seriously. I'll try to remember to do that.
Probably was elderly if I just found an unopened Medicare
Yeah.
envelope. No, I loved Ghost Adventures so much as a kid. Maybe that's why I got into exploring so much afterwards. Oh, there we go.
Ghost Adventures. Do you like Ghost Adventures? Are you a ghost? Hey, you just touched it. Can you do it one more time?
That is weird how
Was
it
that
did
my
it.
camera?
I
No?
don't think you were that close.
Because I was swinging it around, but it's not.
I don't think you were that close. That was a weird coincidence how it did it when we said ghost, though.
Yeah, we were talking about Ghost Adventures and the REM pod went off.
And I don't think it's bugs, because I could still see bugs all around it just in the light.
So after the last REM pod activity, my battery ended up dying in my camera, and I replaced it, hit record, went on to go investigate the rest of the house, had some EMF meters going off. I'm not sure if it's muted because I'm uneducated with a nicer camera, or if it's due to the paranormal. Either way, we found something in that house, which I thought was pretty cool. Maybe we'll do another abandoned ghost hunting video, or maybe be the first to even investigate that location, but I thought that was pretty neat. Thank you guys for watching.